So, this is the reason I haven't posted in a minute. I'll tell you why. So, we're back now on our feet, unfortunately. The SHO is not with us. I don't know if I'm going to get it fixed. I blew a rear diff, PTU, and a driver axle, and with the SHO, I might pull a Jordan and make it front wheel drive by pulling the rear subframe, putting a front wheel drive rear subframe, and deleting the diff, drive shaft, and then plugging the PTU. And that should do it on the SHO. And if I decide not to go through with it, I'm just gonna part it out. So if you guys want parts off a 600 horsepower SHO turbos, intercooler, whatever fuel system, let me know. I can give you all the info. In the meantime, I bet you guys haven't seen this in a while. This is the old reliable. This is not an F, unfortunately, nor is it 250. This is 350, one of the gems of Lexus. 2GR FSE, 6-speed auto trans. I don't know if you guys can tell by the wheel setup here, but we got 245s up front, rotiforms. And we got the stock, or my bad, 235s. We got 225s back here. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it. No, stupid flashlight won't work. It's got teensy coilovers on it, RR tuned. It's tuned by RR 93. Nothing major. Want it to be a drift build. Both the rear suspensions on, and what I need to do right now is adjust the suspension in the back. I need to eventually get to fucking around with the front suspension. I mean, this thing's at 200-something thousand miles, so leaks and all that don't really concern me that much. I couldn't really care less, if I'm being honest. What I've been really working on is getting this thing drivable. So, I've had to do is, I'm hoping this will make it last just a little bit longer so I can get some footage. Then once it blows up, I'm gonna buy Miata. So, I replaced this solenoid, and this solenoid. And I was getting codes, and that's all it was saying. It was all it was saying was shifter number 3 and 4 banks. So I looked at diagrams. I think that one's 4, that one's SR4, that one's S4, and then I got a new one of these coming in, new gasket for the pan. Then I wish I could show you guys how bad it was. I mean, it was terrible. So we have the trans pan here. Little part of that gasket. I ripped that off myself, but shiny, clean. Like, oh yeah, it looks like new. But these magnets, bro, were filled with metal. I mean, it was bad. So got that all clean. Gonna replace the transmission. Oh fuck. Transmission fluid filter, whatever you want to call it. I mean, yeah, it's just not in good shape. So, replace this, get new gasket, new O-rings, wait for that solenoid, throw it back in, fill it up. Should be good to go for drifting. Drift it till it blows up, and then honestly, at the moment, I'm looking at either a boosted Honda, if someone wants to trade me, a really shitbox $1,000, $2,000 manual boosted shitbox. Let me know. This will be up for grabs here soon. Engine's super strong, ported, polished, everything on the heads. This thing sat for about 2 years because the transmission went after I got it. I just didn't want to mess with it. Now it's giving me a reason to mess with it, so I'm messing with it. And I don't know if you can tell, we got quite a bit of weight reduction going on back here. I strip out all the doors. I'll strip out the headliner. I don't know what seat brackets are compatible or what seats will fit, but oh yeah. And the one reason I found this automatic to be a good candidate for a drift car is simply because when you put this in sport mode, it holds the gear. Fuck you. It holds the gear for you. So if I'm in first and second gear, maybe third sometimes, mostly first and second, I want to stay in those gears. I don't want to auto shift up into third or auto shift down. It'll stay in second until it detects, hey, you need a downshift, but it will never upshift for you. That's why I thought this might be good. I've looked at other comments saying in forums that the manual 250 transmissions hold up super well with the 350 as long as the engine's relatively stock. All I have is like a little slight tune and port polish in some areas, and the RR intake, and that's about it. That's about it on this. So, I mean, it's only making still probably the stock 300 rear wheel. That doesn't sound like a lot, but dude, this thing gets the fuck down. The torque is crazy. Oh, God. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd update you guys. Let you guys know what's going on. I have not disappeared yet. We're getting there. We're getting there, but for right now, I gotta deal with this shit box. So, I'll talk to you guys later.